Okay, so welcome to chapter 2, I guess. We're in an inn, believe it or not, and we still have all of our stuff, which I'm very happy about. But of course, at this point, I'm extremely worried that we've lost Lanu, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. So, we're gonna take the stuff out of these chests first. Like that. And like that. And then we gotta talk to this person, Lorana, who is just kind of like the ultimate fangirl. Like, she's super awesome. She's just like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm here. Like, this is just like the greatest day of my life. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. Obvious. Yep. It's nice to be appreciated. And Lorana really seems to appreciate people. So, you know, that's great. And we learned that Aribeth's here, and NWN is here, who we meet later, and it's all very, very exciting. Oh, here we are. This is Port Last, and all of a sudden I see that Lanu has come with us, and I am very, very excited, because I'm just like, yes!
I had hoped that you would show
She's
up
like
here,
the
my
best
friend.
follower.
I heard that Aribeth recruited you to stamp out the evil cult that was responsible for the
And at this
plague.
point, I'm just like, shut up, Aribeth.
I have some very
Fucking
important
bitch.
information for you. Please listen.
I'm like trying to have a conversation with Lanu, and then
information
Aribeth's
for you.
just like, I have some important information for you. And I'm just like, shut up, Aribeth, wait your turn. And she's just like, but I have some important information for you. I'm just like, ah, you British bitch! She just won't shut up, and it's so annoying.
Very important information for
And Lanu's got this really interesting and hilarious tale
Please
about
listen.
how,
I have some
why
very
she had to
important
change her
information
clothing,
for you.
which is funny.
Please listen. I have some very important information for you. Please listen. I have some
Yep.
very important information for you. Please listen. I have some very important information for you.
I like the second option here. I
listen.
think I'll go somewhere
I have
else
some
now,
very
maybe to a nice
important
safe dragon
information
lair.
for you.
That's fantastic.
Please
But
listen.
it's not what I
have
do,
some
obviously.
Very important information for you. Please listen. I have some very important information for you.
So when you talk to her, she's just like, yeah, Aribeth told me to
listen.
come.
I
It
have
was
some very important
awesome.
information
We're like
for you.
best friends now, and I'm like, that's great.
Please listen.
Lanu,
I have
you guys
some
are
very
like
important
best friends. That's
information
awesome.
for you.
And I'm like, yep, you can totally come with me
Please
because
listen.
you rock.
I have
So
some very
Lanu
important
is on my
information
side.
for you.
And being the bitch
It
that
is
she
good
is,
to see
Aribeth's
you
just
here
like,
at
I'm gonna
Port
talk to
Last,
you.
my
I'm gonna
friend.
talk to you now.
If we are to have any luck in tracking down this strange cult behind the plague, it will be with your aid, I am sure. I do not know how much you have been told about Lord Nash's orders. I shall help you understand whatever I can, certainly.
I am more concerned about how you are holding up, Aribeth. I'm surprised she has not gone off the deep end. Sorry about that. It was just the
feel is
phone.
unimportant next to the
yes.
mission we have
Anyway,
been given.
so
Please allow me to
at this point, I'm
explain
just
what is
kind of like, you
required
know,
of us.
chilling with Aribeth.
You know, of
We're
course, that Destined
chatting. We're
and
best
Fendic
friends, you know.
were associated with some manner of religious cult that was behind the Wailing Death in the city. We know so little about this cult, and
course.
it would be foolish in the extreme to suppose that simply because their activities in Neverwinter have been stopped, that they have been defeated. Lord Nasher commands that we track down the headquarters of this cult and discover their plans and stop them before another atrocity is committed. NWN, Lord Nasher's spy master, is here in Port Last to help us do this, and has brought reports of many strange activities throughout the Northern Lands. It is possible that agents of the cult may be behind some of these activities. If so, we may be able to find them and discover where their base is located. Your aid in this will prove invaluable.
So at this point, I'm just like, how are you feeling? This must be terrible strain.
My strain should not surprise you. My only love lies dead, and while it was my lawful lord who executed him, his true murderers remain beyond my reach. I wish, with such fervor that it frightens me, to see those allies of Desta pay, to see Tyr visit them with terrible justice. I am a paladin of Tyr, sworn to uphold good and justice, yet somehow I cannot condemn Fenthic in my heart. He meant only to do what he saw was his duty, I am sure of it.
And of course, I was like, whoa, 7 different choices. What the hell do I do? So I picked choice number 5 eventually, once I kind of go through all of them. Doo-doo-doo. Eventually. I swear I'll get there, really. There we are.
But as a paladin, I am supposed to hold myself above such earthly concerns. I am supposed to know my path and be sure of it, just as Fenthic did. Or thought he did. But I should not be distracting you from your task. My own problems are unimportant and of no interest to you, I am sure. Please forgive me.
Persuade check here. Successful persuade check.
It is just that Fenthic's fate could have been mine, or yours, or anyone's. How do you know that the path you walk is the correct one?
At this point, we're getting a little bit worried about Aribeth because she's just like, how do I know what I'm doing is actually the right thing? Maybe there's a different way. And then you're just like, okay, Aribeth, please don't turn evil later. Like, really, really evil.
But I am no longer sure. Is it wrong for me to think such thoughts?
And it's like, yes, it is. You're evil. Dude, there's a guy named Barracks there. I didn't even notice that. There's some dude standing right behind her that has a special name that I didn't even notice. Crap. Now I'm going to have to go back into the mercenary barracks and go check him out. Oh well.
Yet I have no answers, only more questions. Thank you for allowing me to unburden my heart, but perhaps it is best if I put these thoughts out of my head for now. The safety of Neverwinter.
God damn, that phone today. Okay, well, let's continue anyway. So, yeah, she's just kind of like, blah, 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 I'm talking about stuff, blah, 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 and then I'm like, finally, the mission. Okay, what the hell am I going to be doing in Port Last? At this point, I'm looking for the cult, and basically, I am looking for the cult everywhere. There are 4 different areas we have to go through in Port Last. There's, north, south, and like, there's 2 to the east or something.
Once a way into Luskan is found, you can search there as well. If we are fortunate, you will perhaps encounter some part of the cult and gain information as to who they are and where they are based.
At this point, we're not actually heading into the city of Luskan. You can't get in there in Chapter 2, but I think in Chapter 3 you actually go into the city, and that's kind of like the basis of Chapter 3. Oh, and at this point I'm ranting about why Lord Nasher doesn't have me looking for more traces of the cult in Neverwinter, because I was obviously the only person that could find traces of the cult the last time. So, like, I'm the only one competent enough to find the cult in Neverwinter if they were there. So, yeah.
But of the cult itself, we have been able to ascertain little. Erin is positive that its true heart lies outside of Neverwinter, and that it has yet to show us the extent of its strength. The task ahead of us will no doubt be most dangerous, but that makes it all the more necessary that we do not remain ignorant of what this cult is and what it intends.
Very profound.
Any information you discover should be brought to Erin and myself. Once we know more about
they're just kind of like going through the motions here. Blah, blah, blah.
I am here to see that Lord Nash's commands are carried out, while Erin continues to use his network of spies to gain more information beyond Neverwinter's walls. Admittedly, my own role seems sparse. Part of me thinks that my Lord Nasher simply wishes someone he trusts in this role, while another believes he does not wish to be reminded of Fenthic or my pain. Regardless, we will do all that we can to help you. Do not think your efforts go unrecognized.
Yeah.
Certainly.
This is ridiculous. So very, very ridiculous.
Why do you ask me that? The spy master put you up to
Good
this,
God,
didn't he?
this is just, you know, this is just not happening
see.
today. It
I
really just
suppose my
isn't.
state is obvious
I
enough.
was recording for like
Aaron is
3
far
hours
more
with no
concerned
problem,
than
and then
is
all of a sudden
warranted,
it's
however.
just, woo,
Certainly
we're
a
just
few
gonna
bad
keep
dreams
calling
are not a
all the
reason to become
time.
alarmed.
Every 5
Servants
minutes.
claim I
Ugh.
speak in my sleep and say frightening things. They creep about me cautiously, like I have gone mad. And Aaron pays their superstitious twitterings far more heed than he should. After all that has happened with the plague and Fenthic, I think a disturbing dream or two is not so surprising, wouldn't you agree?
At this point, you get to do something a little bit interesting, and we get some of Aribeth's backstory, if you will. We find out that she's been having, you know, horribly disturbing dreams and such, and we also get a quest associated with it, where if you get a higher level, Aribeth will continue her tale.
I am falling in the dream, always falling, surrounded by a heavy blackness which chokes and drowns me. Grasping hands reach out to me, and the voices, a cacophony of whispers that plead to me for help.
You really don't hear cacophony used in casual conversation too often. Not anymore.
And then I see a shrouded figure. It is Fenthic. He is walking away from me, and I run to catch him, but always he eludes me in the darkness. The voices get so much louder. They are accusing me, blaming me, and I feel ashamed, though I do not know what I am being blamed for. I cry out for help, for them to stop their assault, but I go unheeded. And then I catch up to the figure, and I see that it is not Fenthic. He turns and gazes at me with sad eyes, and I know it is Tyr. And then my god turns his back on me. These are my dreams. Perhaps now you can understand why I have not wished to discuss them. I am frightened of what they may mean.
So she's slowly going crazy. Yeah. I want to pick number 2, I really do, but I can't.
That's kind of you to say. I am glad I told you at least. It makes the dream seem a bit smaller now. I do feel better for it, thank you. I am reminded a little of how I was introduced to the Paladin life. You should ask me to tell you the tale sometime. Until then, however, let's return to the subject of your task. That is something we can focus on at least.
Yep. I think I'm almost about done here.
I would suggest you speak to Erengend and find out
All
where
right,
to focus
so,
your efforts in finding evidence of the cult.
That was a really super long conversation with Aribeth, and now we're gonna continue, kind of go loot around a little bit, because you know I like my loots, and we explore the area, as it were. All of our companions are all here, which is fun. And then I see this guy over here, who is Kendrak.
Hey, I suppose you're here to sign up, are you? I've no time for a new
At this point, I don't know this, but
so off.
damn it! You know what? I'm gonna ignore it. I don't know this, but Kendrak is actually the mayor of Port Last. Who would have knew? So yeah, and then I'm like, can I be a mercenary? Nope. Can I hire a mercenary? Yep. But of course, I don't actually know where the mercenaries are, because like this is the mercenary area, per se, but I don't know where the mercenaries are. There's like monsters and stuff running around the town. It's not a good place to be, Port Last. Better than Neverwinter, maybe, but you know, not a good place. So Nuriek at the temple, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go look for him. And then he's got a quest for you, and his quest involves you have to go look for some criminals and cut off their ears and bring their ears back to him, and then you get some delicious loots as a reward. And if you have pickpocketing, apparently you can take the ears and pickpocket the ears off of him and then give it back to him, and he'll just keep giving you the 300 gold over and over again, provided you haven't given him all of the ears yet, which is just a little tidbit. I'm not going to do it, although I really should, considering how expensive stuff is, but you know, you can if you want to, if you're thinking about playing this game. So now I'm just, you know, finding out information, and it's just like there's one in each area. It's not, you know, a stretch to find out there would have been, maybe. I glitched through the table a little bit here, which is fun. And around, and I go loot the cabinet. And finally, after all of that, I'm like, maybe I should go speak to this Aaron Gen fellow before I leave. And I see this super awesome guy here, who looks like some sort of crazy tribal warrior dude. Because, I mean, like, awesome, look at him. So, have a little talk with him.
Hail, friend. You were instrumental in ridding Neverwinter of the wailing death, I understand.
He also has some rather awesome theme
Allow
music.
me to congratulate you on a job well done. You have shown yourself to be possessed of remarkable courage and resourcefulness. That is fortuitous, for both these qualities will be needed if you are to complete your mission. But that is not how we should begin. I am known as Aaron Gen, and I have served our Lord Nasher for some time. Hopefully, I may be of similar use to you now. Indeed, I know who you are. There are many who whisper your name right now, and it is my business to listen to them all. My place lies in the shadows. I have many eyes and ears throughout the northern lands, and it is my place to inform Lord Nasher where the Vipers lay in wait. If only I had foreseen the actions of this cult, I could have prevented the disaster.
I'd just like to say this guy has one of the best portraits out of anybody in this entire game. I mean, Aribeth is pretty cool, but this guy just looks like a rock star. With like fireworks in the background and
offer
stuff.
what information I have to you, so that you may find where this new nest of vipers hides. Aribeth has informed you of where you must search, yes? She has told you of how you may root out these fiends? Unearthing the cult will not be a simple task. What few whispers I have collected, however, have allowed me to narrow your search to this region. It is vital that the cult's exact location be found, and that we are certain any leads we discover are not attempts at deception. Aribeth will not be satisfied until we find at least two.
We're basically talking about
separate leads
Aribeth like
that
she's
point to the
not
same
standing
locale.
right beside him listening to our
That is
conversation.
your task.
I'd just like to point that out.
I do know of one possible lead for you. There has been strange news regarding a series of caves that lie north of Port Last. Investigation may reveal the cult to be hidden there. If not, there are other avenues for you to investigate. The city of Luskan to the north, Neverwinter Wood to the east, and the wildlands of the south road.
So it's just like, yeah, there's 4 possible ways you can go. Just like last time. And he's just like, I really strongly suggest that you go north first.
The caves are
Really strongly. So like, obviously I'm gonna go there first, because it's just like, it's not even just dropping hints, he's just like outright saying you have to go north.
Bugbears and the like. They aren't usually a concern. In recent months, however, I have received word that these various human
Also, I really want to find
creatures
out what a
have been
bugbear is.
raiding the roads south of Luskan. This would not be unusual, Except that the creatures now seem very organized and, I hear, are being led by humans. This leads me to believe the cult may be involved. That will be for you to determine. Just keep this in mind. No matter what you find there, Aribeth will wish 2 firm leads on the cult's location before she will act. We cannot afford a mistake.
Get some information about the other places.
Have you a question for me then, my friend? As you wish. I will certainly tell you all I know about the other places you may need to search. Aye, a city of pirates and base villainy. The city itself will be closed to you now, but it will be worth your while to go in that direction anyway. You should seek out the humanoid caves by the Green Griffin. Their gates have been sealed ever since the plague began in Neverwinter, I'm afraid. The city is quite anarchic. An outbreak there would be devastating indeed. I have been attempting to pull what strings I can to convince officials in Luskan that the plague is over, but I am having little luck so far. Before the gates closed, there were rumors of battles in the streets in Luskan. Who knows what transpires there? With luck, I will soon arrange you a way inside.
And so it's like, you know, if you think the cultists are in Luskan, why the hell are we here in Port Last? Why am I going to spend like the next, you know, 8 or 9 hours wandering around for the next, you know, 60 parts or whatever, however long it takes, wandering around Port Last and surrounding area when we know that we're going to have to go to Luskan in part 3, and we know that that's where the cult's going to be. This is just the hugest waste of time ever. But there's some interesting quests, so... And, you know, you have to do it.
I have been troubled by reports of human.
My character is so bored that she's yawning. I know. He may be hot, but he's a little boring to listen to.
While it may simply be caused by Luskan's ignorance, it should be investigated. As you wish. I will certainly.
Neverwinter Wood is a very fun place.
And most ancient woods of the north, my friend. It is filled with life, both beautiful and
the druids are awesome.
And is tended to by the Order of Druids. Like Neverwinter, the forest is warmed by the magically heated waters of the river that runs through it.
And apparently it's heated by magical heated waters. So like, I don't know, springs or hot springs or whatever.
And is unwelcome
That's cool.
to outsiders. The druids of the wood, watched over by the archdruid Ewu, are aware of all that passes within their charge. It is my hope that they can provide.
And a little bit about the South Road and the village of Charwood. Cool place.
The road leads eventually home to Neverwinter, but before that lay many miles of wildlands, as well as the village of Charwood. The cult could hide in many places there. Very little. There has been little news from the village of Charwood for many years.
I'm kind of hoping it's going to be zombie infested.
It may have been deserted for all I can tell. Ruins will be common, and it is said that other, stranger creatures may have made these wildlands their home. A powerful wizard is even said to have taken residence.
Alright, I'm all done. So, next time, my microphone will be going, and, this commentary will be a lot more interesting. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.